South Floridian Alessia Solari went from working for the United Nations to designing her own line of footwear that supermodel Adriana Lima wears. She's going to tell you all about that and how to pair her sandals with some of the summer's hottest fashion trends. Here she is. Alessia, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me.
It's our pleasure. So it's good to have you aboard, and I know in a few minutes we're going to actually have some models come out, and we're going to talk about some of your footwear. We're going to show some of it. But first, let's get to know you. I'm going to do my Larry King right now. How is life as a sandal designer going?
It's pretty awesome. It's crazy to think that, a year ago I was not even, designing shoes, but it's been an incredibly creative process, and I'm so happy.
And it's not like you were kind of in this similar field, but just not designing shoes. I mean, you were in a field that is miles and miles away from what you're doing now. Incredible.
Yeah, completely. I mean, in college I studied environmental science, and after that I was working for the UN in Geneva for the World Meteorological Organization, organizing a climate conference. So it's pretty crazy.
So when you were at this climate conference and people were asking you questions about weather and stuff, were you always like, well, it's sandal weather? Like, how do you go from one extreme to the other? When did the light bulb sort of click?
Well, so I was working on this conference for a year and a half, and after that was over, I was offered another job, and I decided to turn it down because I wasn't sure that that's what I wanted to spend my entire life doing. So during that time, I had the chance to travel to Chile, and I saw all these girls wearing these beautiful ankle wrap sandals, and when I went to go to the store to get a pair for myself, I was so disappointed in the quality that I just decided that I could make it better. And so here I am a year later, and I have my own line of shoes.
That's it, just because you saw a bad pair of shoes, and then you decided, I'm just going to make it better. Had that been a good pair of shoes, you might still be predicting global warming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So, and you were telling me that, okay, so now you're building a sandal empire, but there's also going to be like a handbag empire and a clothing empire. You're going to take over the fashion world,
I hope so.
Right. Yeah, when does all that start rolling out?
Well, this is like the period where now we have these awesome sandals, and now we're just trying to expand the line. So I've already created like a beach bag that has the same type of fabric wrapped around, and other types of shoes. We really have to add some height for next year. So I'm really looking forward to showing you guys.
Add some height so short people can wear them, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm like 5'0", so.
Right. Okay, so you need one that's like this, like yay high, a
Yes.
platform sandal? Yeah. I know that some celebrities are wearing your stuff. Who's wearing it?
So I actually got to design a pair of sandals for Adriana Lima, and she loved this fabric that I had, so I decided to make a pair of sandals for her. And then when I found out that she had a 3-year-old daughter, I just couldn't help myself, and I made her a matching pair of sandals, and they were like this big, and they were so cute.
So cute. It's funny, for all the time I spent dating her, she never mentioned it to me that you made her sandals. All right, so we have some models here, and we're going to see some of your footwear in action, right?
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait.
All right, let's do that. All right, Alessia, so we're going to look at some of your footwear, but what I think is really interesting is kind of the inspiration behind it and how it has a lot to do with your background. So tell us about that.
I was really lucky as a kid to really travel to some pretty amazing places, and so my first collection is all of my best memories, and here to model my shoes are 3 of my gorgeous friends.
Okay, nice to meet you, gorgeous friends. You have wonderful feet. I think that sounded a little creepy, but we'll just move past it. All right, so where do you want to start?
So Zoe is wearing the capri sandal, so the inspiration behind that was really the jewel tone colors of the Mediterranean, and we gave her kind of a beachy casual look, just to let you guys know that you can really wear these in a lot of different ways.
Right. What about if they get wet?
No, they're fine, and since it's silk, you can actually iron them and they look like new.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Can you just do the guy version of ironing them, which is just putting them in the dryer and hope for the best?
No, I wouldn't put them in the dryer. I have straightened them with my hair straightener before, but...
Okay, yeah. Or sometimes we just put them outside the shower and hope that they wrinkle and dry that way. That's what we do. Guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, what's next?
Okay, so Brittany is wearing Ibiza, and the inspiration behind that was the beautiful sunsets on the beach lounges of Ibiza. So it's different shades of pink. We got some red in there.
So you must see the world through, I mean, I guess just sort of like beautiful colors, right? You're probably inspired a lot by the visual medium.
Well, I'm always the most inspired when I travel. I feel like I'm just so much more receptive and I can just see beauty everywhere.
Yeah. Well, does that hold true no matter where you travel? Maybe some places are less beautiful than others?
No, you know, if
you just find it?
Yeah, you just have to be able to see it.
Okay, and then finally, what do we have right next to us?
So Giselle is wearing Bahia. So the inspiration behind that was the lush tropical jungles of Brazil that meet the incredible blue seas.
Beautiful.
Yep.
And how many more do you have up there in your brain cooking around?
Oh my God, lots of them. If you see, I'm wearing ombre, so they like kind of change colors. So maybe that'll be next year.
Yeah. So when you leave here, do you just kind of sit in the studio and then the creative genius happens? What's your process?
Yeah, I wish I could, kind of turn that on.
Yeah.
Whenever I wanted to. Unfortunately, it doesn't always happen like that.
Yeah. All right. So now people want to buy these. How do they do it? Where do they find you? How do they get them?
So you can find them at Jessie's Boutique. She has 3 locations in Boca, Aventura, and South Beach. You can also buy them on our website, alessiasolari.com. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Okay, what's your Twitter handle?
Alessia Solari.
Okay, easy enough. All right, well, it was great to meet you, and thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll see you soon.
I hope so.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Alessia. Well, that'll do it for our show today. I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, comments, or ideas for what stories we should cover, all you have to do is tweet us at WSFL. You can also follow us on Facebook at SFLCW and at Inside South Florida. And that'll do it for our show this week, but we'll see you right back here, same time and place next weekend.